minutes. The vote counting is almost done in today's landmark presidential election runoff in Turkey. It's been a fierce contest between the current president, who is aiming to extend his 20-year rule, and an opposition leader who has pledged to roll back many of the president's sweeping changes to Turkish domestic, foreign, and economic policies. Journalist Trent Murray joins us now from Istanbul with the latest on today's vote. So, Trent, where do things stand right now?
Yeah, well, Hillary, look, I think we're getting very, very close to being able to call this race. 98% of the vote count is now in, according to the Anadolu Agency, and it is a 52-48 lead for President Erdogan. I just don't see how the opposition can surmount that hill anymore. And I would imagine we are getting very close to the president himself claiming victory. We're already hearing from several of his people. His foreign minister has tweeted in the past 10 minutes the word hallelujah. His official spokesperson has tweeted a congratulatory message as well. Several world leaders already beginning to chime in. The Emir of Qatar has been commenting, again issuing a congratulatory message to Erdogan, as well as the Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban. I mean, this was always going to be quite a close race. We know that both sides have been working very hard in these final 2 weeks towards this second runoff to try and scoop up any more undecided voters or to encourage those to switch sides. But it would appear that the country tonight has gone for the continuity candidate rather than the change candidate. President Erdogan, if he does indeed claim victory, and I expect he will go on from having 20 years in power to now going for another term in office to make that 25.
Trent, why is this election so critical for Turkey?
Well, look, you know, in many ways, for a whole generation of Turkish people, particularly young and first-time voters, they have not known any other leader other than President Erdogan. He, of course, has been a controversial figure at times, both here at home, but also abroad. We know the real strong economic problems here right now that they are trying to deal with. But I think internationally, we also just have to remember Turkey finds itself in a really interesting neighbourhood. You know, it's sort of got Syria and Iran off to its east. It's got the war in Ukraine to the north. And so despite the fact it's a strong US ally, it is a member of NATO, it also does try to be a mediator, a bit of a middleman, if you will, with the likes of Russia. And so with this expected Erdogan victory, I don't think you'll see any major changes really to that foreign policy agenda. I think moving forward, you'll see Ankara continue to try and talk to Moscow. You'll see the US continue to try and work out a basis here across the Middle East. But as I say, a huge monumental moment really for this country as President Erdogan looks set to go for another term in office for a quarter of a century. It's an extraordinarily long time for any leader, regardless of where they're from.
Trent, thank you for this. Of course, we will continue to monitor all of this for our viewers at home, but for now, we do appreciate this. That is Trent Murray reporting for us there in Istanbul.